All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to my first episode of Let's Taste It. So we're going to be talking about tasting different beverages, maybe some foods, some beers, and then later on down the line we'll get into tasting some wines also with my wife Alice. So a little bit about myself. My name is Lowell. I'm a 20-year Army veteran and a huge fan of the Baltimore Ravens, as you can see. Go Ravens. Two-time MVP Lamar Jackson.
X Factor. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't have to say anything else. Okay, so the way I got started with Blantons or with bourbon is with this one that we're going to try today, Blantons. Um, Unique history about the bourbon itself. It was established in 1984. Um, it's a very hard bourbon to find due to the fact that they only make a few thousand bottles a year of this. I think the huge selling point on it is the actual stoppers. There are 8 of them, each one spelling the whole word. Each of them have a letter that spells the whole word Blanton's on top of it. So it's a collector's item. Actually a talking piece for people in their actual home bars. So it's a single barrel whiskey. Um, with that being said, uh, it has its own unique taste. Okay. So let's talk about the actual bottle. As you can see, the bottle is actually shaped like a grenade. So that's pretty unique in itself. Um, the bag, a nice little brown bag that comes with it, and the actual box. And as you can see, you have nice little stoppers up here. Now the thing about the stoppers is it's supposed to represent a actual horse race. From the start to the finish, and then the last letter, which would be the letter S, is the jockey with his hands raised in victory. So it's pretty much a good talking point, like I said. So I've been doing this. I've been going around and tasting, old fashions with different bourbons in them, and giving my own little inside the bar critique. So right away, I can definitely smell all of that good smoke. All of that good smoke. So the bourbon is Blanton's. Very hard to get, very hard to come by. So without any further ado, let's go in. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Lebanon Bay, they never disappoint. Which my wife has, graciously, assisted me with my foolishness. So a little bit about why it's so hard to get. Like I said, it's only 3,000 of these things made per year, and everybody wants one. As you can see, I'm right here at my home bar. I thought a little bit earlier I spoke on this bottle and the stoppers being a unique piece, and that's something that I try to add to my bar also. I have a little bit of everything, a little bit of tequila, some bourbons, a little bit of everything, just to not make it the average bar. So here we are. It's crunch time. Let's taste it. Okay, so it's a cork. It's not a screw off. So put that to the side. And since this is a bottle that I purchased, we're gonna make a nice little one here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, we're gonna take a good look at it. As you can see, those legs are moving pretty slow. 45% alcohol. Okay, let's give it a smell. Right away, I smell cinnamon, vanilla, sort of peppery. Let's give it a taste. Okay. That's smooth. That's smooth right there. There's no gag. There's no gag. There's no burning aftertaste. You can taste a little bit of the pepper. I also taste uh, a good little sweetness, maybe like a vanilla or like a caramel type uh, flavor to it. Let's go in one more time. A little bit more of a sweeter taste the second time as I went in. Um, so we just had a couple of tastings just with the Blantons itself. You can taste it neat like I just did, or you can use water and ice. If you feel like that's what something that you want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and put just a splash, not too much, of water and give it another taste. The water actually helps to dilute the bourbon. Some people don't like the actual harshness of bourbon, so they want to dilute it a little bit with maybe water or ice. When I just did the tasting that I just did with the water, I definitely felt you know a less of a harshness with the Blantons. Would I do that on my own? Probably not, because that's just not me. But it's definitely something to look into because everybody has their own different tastes, right? Okay, so we've had a couple of tastes. Let's talk about pairing a little bit. Uh, so a nice steak, probably at your local restaurant, or if you want to do it yourself, you can do it at home. A aged cheese, maybe like a dark chocolate, fruits, or maybe even some sort of nut or peanut. Now, me personally, I don't eat and drink. I don't violate the code. Myself. But if I was to pair it with something, it would probably be a steak at dinner with my wife or something like that. But normally, if I'm drinking, it's just going to be me and the beverage. Okay? We've tasted it. We've talked about pairing. And we've talked about the characteristics. So now the next question is, how much does it cost? Okay, so locally here, a bottle is probably going to cost you anywhere between $100 to $120. That's the going rate of it, and like I alluded to earlier, the price is because of the high demand and the fact that they only make a few thousand bottles a year. So you're not gonna walk in anywhere and pay $60 for this at all. Is it worth the price? In my eyes, indeed. All the selling points that I gave you, talking about the characteristics. If you are a true person who likes bourbon and things like that, you just remember that drinking bourbon isn't always about the price. It's about the actual experience also. So you want to keep that in mind, before you go in and talking about spending your money on the Blantons itself. Right. Where would I put this as far as, you know, drinking on a regular basis goes? Would I have this at a barbecue? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way in the hell. No, not at all. This would be for maybe, a weekend, with myself, maybe a good buddy of mine, maybe my wife wanted to try it, which I know not a possibility either. But it's not something that I'm gonna bring out at a barbecue or a sport event or anything like that. Why? Because it costs too much. So if I had to give it a shelf, I don't have a shelf of which, things are only for myself. I don't really do those sort of things, but if I had to put it on the shelf, I'd probably put it on the top shelf if it was me. As far as a rating, I'm gonna, as you will see, in later episodes, I'm gonna rate everything by barrels because bourbon is made, in barrels. So out of 5 barrels, I'm giving this anywhere between a 4.2 and a 4.5. Absolutely smooth. You can pair it with a good cigar, you can pair it with a good steak. It has a story, which is great. It has a story to it, and the taste, grade A. So if it was me, I'm giving it a 4.2 to 4.5 barrels myself. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by all means, put those in the comments below. It's been great talking to you guys. It's been great introducing myself to everybody. And tune in later on for the next episode of Let's Taste It. Peace.